No, it's not going to be easy. Right, first of all, I'd like to thank Kev and Jack on their speeches. I really now feel like the pressure's on because they're too good. I'm sure they can relax now. I'm glad that they can relax now.
Well, I'm at dinner now.
At least Kev can relax now. Well, 2.5 years of planning has flown by. I remember the Christmas Eve at my in-laws' house where Jack and Gemma were having a Swedish Christmas with us. Now there's a little Swedish tradition where at dessert, whoever finds an almond in their rice pudding will be the next to marry. When I'm tucking into dessert, it was Gemma that found that almond. Now we had no idea Jack was going to propose the next day, and I must admit he hid the surprise in his face very well. I think you can safely say this was a little bit of fate and a good bit of luck for them both. Would everyone like to raise their glass and we'll have another toast for Jack and Gemma?
Yeah, I can reach it.
If you can reach
Sit
it.
there, I'll get it for you.
It's bad enough, I'll say.
Jack and Gemma.
Jack and Gemma.
Wishing you all the best for the future and a very long and happy marriage. Now, as best man, I'm supposed to come out and say some witty stories about young Jack. But I thought I'd break from tradition and instead give Jack and Gemma a little insight and a little lesson in the difference between being married men and married women. And for this, I need these. We know men are very different from women, more so after marriage. Scientists have recently discovered that there are 78 generic differences between men and women. Now, I'm not going to list them all today. I can tell Jack those later on at another time. But here are a few of the important ones to remember. Men and women, the men command. The replacement gene in women. The gene that recognises that when a loo roll has no more paper on it, this gene is absent in men. We will use the very last piece of paper and look at the empty roll and simply think, I hope that gets replaced soon. Much like a dog does looking at an empty bowl. Hoping that someone with a replacement gene is nearby, we will yell, honey, we're out of loo roll. In a mixture of anger and surprise. Similar to when we were young boys going, Mum, I finished. The replacement gene in women extends to almost everything in the house. Washing up liquid, fabric softener, bin liners, etc. We men believe that the borrowers living in the skirting boards replace all this stuff. The diary gene in women. The holy grail for women. The diary. Anytime you want some buddy time, it will be referred to the central diary. Babe, I'm going out with the boys on Saturday. That's not in the diary. Yeah, I spoke about it ages ago. Well, it's not in, so it's not happening. Every time I'm asked by a mate, fancy coming out to play, I answer, I'll have to check the diary. Women create these diaries as a form of mind control for men. The inner minute gene in men. Men possess the inner minute / I was just about to do that joke. The very moment we're reminded for the 9th time to do something and then see our other half doing it, we leap out of the chair like 20,000 volts has gone through us, yelling, I was just about to do that. Normally whilst watching a repeat of Dave on QI. Get that one. The near two on top, next to Gene in men. Linda discovered this in me. For some unknown reason, I have trouble, almost to the point of aversion, of putting things where they really should be. Clothes will be placed near to, on top of, but not actually in the laundry bin. The same goes for the dirty dishes. Near to, on top of, but not actually in the dishwasher. there is a major design fault with men's eyes. Women have hawk-like vision. They notice when something is dirty, in the wrong place, or needs replacing, like a loo roll. Linda puts things at the bottom of the stairs for one of us to take up the next time we're passing, or that's how she sees it. Now with us, man vision kicks in, and we just see an obstacle that needs to be hurdled on the way up. This doesn't really help with the replacement gene discussed earlier. The list gene and women. The list gene. Women love making a list.
Oh, yes.
Now, we will be encouraged to take part in this list system. Resistance is futile. I will be made to make a list to go shopping with, and for a very good reason too. The man gene kicks in. I will come back with beer that's been on offer, sweets, and probably a DVD, but nothing that I was actually told to get. You see, we think the giant man brain can remember what we've been told, but a 3 for 2 offer on M&M's wipes all memory. The birthday cards gift gene in women. Firstly, women actually bother to remember. This is due to the diary gene. A man would expect the woman to send a card to his mum or aunt. If it doesn't happen, not the man's fault. Having this gene means women will keep spare cards and thank you notes. Some have the gene in such abundance they actually keep a birthday card box. Never underestimate the importance of cards to women. This goes for wrapping paper as well. I remember one of Linda's birthdays where I thought I could get around my man problem of wrapping gifts. I bought gift bags and placed said gifts in bags. Perfect, I thought. Wrong. Little did I know that you actually have to wrap the gifts before placing gifts in said. As I said, this is just the tip of a very large iceberg. And unlike the Titanic, I'm sure Jack will be able to navigate through the marriage without any collisions. At least navigation is a man gene. Anyway, now is the time to see how well Jack and Gemma really know each other. Dave, can you have that music?